Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all to my channel. Today we are going to learn an English chapter of class 9. And the name of the chapter is Mauritius. And students, this is the part 2, the second half of the Mauritius chapter written by R.K. LAXMAN, which we are going to learn today. The first part had been done in my previous video. So let us continue with the second part of it. But students, if you are viewing my channel for the first time, do subscribe my channel and hit the like button so that you get the notifications of my latest upcoming videos. And if you like my video, please hit the like button and do watch the video till end so that you understand the chapter completely. So as said, students, part 1 had been discussed how the author had reached Mauritius, how he met many different races of people, and he got the history of Mauritius. Now let us see what he has to add on in the Mauritius of the experience of his experience, what he had. Then here he says, the people of Mauritius shudder to think of night the king cyclone struck them. On February 6, 1975, a 320-kilometer broad howling wind moved in at some 255 kilometers per hour. The eye of the cyclone alone, I'm told, was 48 kilometers wide, and it churned the country for 2 days, relentlessly flattening everything that stood, smashing windows and doors, tearing up rooftops, uprooting trees, and bringing them down on buildings. So you could have understood, students, with the words and the images that how the bad situation was of the Mauritius, which they remembered, the recall that had happened in 1975. A cyclone had struck. It was a very strong cyclone, having 48 kilometers of the eye of the cyclone, and it had shown the country, it had smashed everything, and it was a horrible destruction and devastation which was throughout the Mauritius. Such a good, beautiful place which was turned into destruction and mere waste, and all just scraps everywhere. Then he says, now of course the island has recovered. Now after many years, the island has recovered the devastation, but the value of dead trees give me a fair idea of enormous violence. But still, there are some of things he says that which gives us the idea what a enormous violence it was, what a big kind of destruction and cyclone it was. The people had struck into it, and it was very terrible for to just go ahead with the devastation. And he says it is a quite annual event in Mauritius. Every yearly they have some or the other storms keep on coming and going in the Mauritius, but the big ones come only once in 15 years, and it creates the disaster, and it is just in the memory of the people for many years. Then he says the time again when the big one comes after 15 years, the memory of the previous disaster fades away. The people try to come up in the life, and they try to forget. That fades away, the memories which were there. It becomes a myth, a old story. But again, again the trees are planted now, the congested areas, there are tall buildings come up, everything is renovated again, everything again, the Mauritius had become into a good and a shining and a beautiful city there. But sure enough, at the end of the 15-year period, again that king cyclone will come and on the horizon to surprise people of Mauritius. Even though they have fixed everything, they are again ready with that its own charm and beauty. But at the end of 15 years, again that king cyclone will come and it will destroy, and it will give a big surprise to the people of Mauritius. Then he says, a coral reef run all around the island parallel to the shoreline, keeping the historical waves at the safe distance from the beaches. As you know, at the beaches you have the you have this coral reefs, and there was the calm turquoise blue lagoons of Mauritius, the calm sea, the blue color, the blue calm sea, the water lagoons were which are world famous for seeing. He just experienced that, and they are still and calm like lotus ponds, and they were so thrilling to see, so calm and beauty, and he was experiencing each and everything. And then he says the water sports such as scuba diving, swimming, surf riding, speedboat racing, and yachting all were just involved in the sports activity. The adventurous lovers were just engaged in the activities, and in some places the sea is shallow that even the horse riding was going on in the beaches at the side of the beach. At the beach, you would have seen in many beaches and the places that the horse riding is being done. So he was experiencing and just collecting everything in his memories. But he says, my wife and I, not being aquatic, we watch with amusement the avidity of the tourists from all parts of the world, extracting every bit of fun that the magnificent beach could yield. But he says that because he was not so aquatic, he did not wanted to go in the adventurous activities. They just sat beside and they saw the amusement which the tourists from all over the world had come and they were enjoying and every bit of fun, and even they were enjoying by seeing them. There was a lot in the beach to be given to everyone. So you can see here how the nature of the Mauritius has recovered after the cyclone. The congested trees has been grown, the coral reefs, and the restoration of the houses and the hotels have been done. Then you can see the adventurous activities which is providing the nature is providing there, and the tourists being enjoying and involved in it. So all these were being experienced and the memories were being taken in the author's mind. Then now we'll step into a glass bottomed boat carefully. Now he starts to go in the submarine. He just go want to experience the world of submarine, and he says that the cruise is submerged and the coral reefs and the marine life he could see the seashells, the yellow sands, then the undefinable creatures which he was seeing for the first time. Then alarmed crabs were there, then some skeleton form of corals were there. It was such a unique experience he was having. The lobsters, the pumpkins, the glittering snaky forms, different kinds of water species, marine life was being experienced there. He was getting to see there. And when the boat moved further into the sea, the scene below turns airy. Among the jagged rocks, the coral jungle become dense. There was huge and the big amount of marine life there, and the brownish mosses and the shapeless, ugly creatures which were crawling from here till there, as if they are just gazing and pretending that they are just looking in a ghostly manner to the author. It was something like that. The scene was something like that. He says, a cold shiver runs down my spine, and he was feeling something very unusual after seeing the whole marine life and everything in with such a close look. Then all of a sudden, standing out against the darkness of a school of fish, then suddenly the school of fish had come with bright colored lemon yellow and black bars along their sides, and it was majestically very pleasing to see them. Then further on, you see the coral branches, then many of the plenty of colors of fishes and plants and mosses and the corals which are down, fishes with hideous spikes all over their bodies, and fishes with long tails, fishes with batted face, different species and different colors and different sizes of the fish and marine life was just he was just enjoying everything. This is how the submarine is, and they go and have an overview of it. Okay. Then he says, now after having all the enjoyment and the thrilling rides and the marine life, whatever he has seen is underneath, under the riverbed. Now he says it's the time to fasten his belt. Now he's returning to the airport and the flight, and he's just vaguely thinking the future of Mauritius. Like, what will be the future of Mauritius? Will it be able to preserve this pristine charm which he has seen, and it is just unforgettable, and it has been just saved in his memory? There's no population problem now. It's just 8,50,000 people spread evenly throughout the Mauritius. There is no unemployment question. People are fairly living their lives there. The government is aware of all the advantages, but it's still little bit of nervous because they are depending only upon one commodity, that is sugar. So they are eager to invite the other foreign entrepreneurs to come and start their industries in the land of Mauritius. But if this happens, he says, if industrial growth takes place in the land of Mauritius, then authors thinks that it will just the living space will shrink, the cars and trucks, the pollution will increase, there will be cost of living will increase, and the unemployment will be there, the slums, the taxation and what not will be just increased. So he says, oh, all these thoughts come to me from force of habit, and enlightened people can of course guide themselves. So he says that it's just coming into my mind, but he hopes that there are many enlightened, knowledgeable persons who will guide themselves and keep this pristine, charm land away from these evils, and they will preserve this paradise which is on earth. He hopes this. Then I turn hopefully to the window for clouds to entertain me. Now he's just diverting his mind and wants to just have a view of the clouds while sitting near the window on the flight, but he says the sun has set and it's dark outside, and he shall reach to his destination, that's hometown India, within few hours. So this is how the author has described each and every moment of his journey and shared his experience and the beauty and the charm of this pristine land, Mauritius. Hope so you like the whole experience of the Mauritius which the author has shared, and quickly just plan a vacation in the Mauritius and enjoy and have a practical enjoyment, and keep all the memories in your mind. So I hope students you understood the chapter, and thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, do hit the like button. Thank you.